Hello friends, once again you are most welcome in the series of embedded system with STM32F4 controller and bare metal programming. Today we are going to develop basic UART driver for data transmitter without using any library. So let us get started step by step. This is our previous project code. I will select and copy and create here new project. Create here new folder. It is 6th number and basic USART. It is okay. Let me select MCU STM32F411RE. Select this and OK, and select here core under CMSIS and select here startup under device and OK. Let me rename this. Target one is STM32F4 and rename this app, and I will add here .c file, so it will be main.c. So I will paste here previous program and I will remove this thing. Okay. First of all, I will create function to initialize UART. So void underscore init. It is void. Okay. Now we will go to datasheet. And we will go to block diagram. You can see here it is USRT1 and USRT2, and we will use here USRT2, and we have to access APB1 bus to enable the clock source for USRT2, and we will configure PA2 pin as a USRT2 transmitter. So PA2 pin is connected to AHB1 bus. This is port A, so we have to enable port A clock source. And now go to reference manual and go to RCC registers, and we have to go to APB1 register, APB1 ENR. Okay, you can see 17 number bit dedicated for USRT2. So if 17 number bit will be set, then USRT2 will be enabled. Here it is written, if it will be 1, then USRT2 clock enable, otherwise USRT clock disabled. Okay, so I will type here RCC APB1 ENR and or equal to, we have to set 17 number bit, so 1 left shifted by 17. Okay, now we have to enable clock port A, so RCC port A is connected to AHB1, so AHB1 ENR. Let me check once again. Port A is connected to AHB1, so we have to access AHB1 to enable the port A clock. So okay, So we will see AHB1 clock. This is AHB1 enable register. So 0 bit is dedicated to port A enable. So we have to set 0 number bit. So 1 left shifted by 0. Okay, and first of all we will make a prototype function. Okay, now we will go to alternative function. So where is alternative function register? Go to GPIO registers. Go to 149 pages. Okay, here you can see this is alternate function register low and this is alternate function register high. So AF7 is dedicated to USRT1 and USRT2. So we will use this. GPIO-A and we will pass here 0 index, because if we will use low register then it will be 0 and we will use high register then it will be 1. So here we are going to access AF7 for USRT1 and USRT2, then it will be 0. Okay, and it is 0 and equal to. Now we will go to AFRL register in GPIO. So go to GPIO registers and here is GPIO AFRL registers, because we are going to use PA2 pin. So these bits for PA0, PA1 and AFRL2 pin for PA2. Okay, so this is AF7, so it will be 0 1 1 1, so it will be 0 1 1 1. So only 8th 9th and 10th position bit will be 1 and remaining bit will be 0, so it will be 1 1 1, so it means it will be 7 and left shifted by 8. So I hope you understood this. It will be 7 and left shifted by 8. Now we will go to mode register. So this is mode register. We are going to configure PA2 number pin. So this is for PA2 number pin. So for alternate function mode it will be 1 0. So fifth number bit will be 1 and remaining bit will be 0. So we have to type here GPIO A mode register and 1 left shifted by 5. Okay, now we have to select baud rate for UART2. So we will go to UART2 register. Here it is USRT2 BRR register. So I will copy this, paste here, remove this bracket. This is USRT2. It is 0x0683. In next tutorial I will teach you how to calculate this thing. So here it will be 9600 baud rate at 16 megahertz. Okay, and now we will go to control register, USRT control register. So we will go to control register 1. So this is control register 1. This is transmitter enable bit and this is UART enable bit. So we have to set 13 number bit and third number bit to enable the transmitter and to enable the USRT2. Okay, so you can see here, if 13 number bit will be 1, then USRT enabled. If 13 number bit will be 0, then USRT output disabled. And same thing for third bit. If third bit will be 1, then transmitter will be enabled, and third bit will be 0, then transmitter is disabled. So type here USART2 CR1. First we will enable transmitter, left shifted by 3. Okay, and again USART2, it is CR1, and it is 1 left shifted by 13. Okay, now USRT2 function is ready. Now we will create USRT2 write function. So void USART2 underscore write, it will be int ch. Okay, I will copy this function and paste here as a prototype. Okay, first we have to check the TX buffer empty. So we will use while loop. It is not, and here we will access USRT2 SR register. This is, where is SR register? Okay, this is a status register. You can see here is TXE. So 7th bit transmit data register empty. Okay, we are going to make as a transmitter, so we will check the transmitter data empty. So type here USART2 SR register, and we will check 7th number bit. Okay, USART2 write. Now we will write the data, so we will use data write register. Here we will type USART2 dr equal to ch. You can see we are passing ch data, so it will be write, and we will use masking value 0xff. Okay, so now code is ready. Here this is delay function and everything is correct. Now here we will write the data. So UART2 underscore write. Here we will type character H sorry, this is USART2, and I will copy this. This is HELLO. Okay, and here we will use delay to make the gap between two meshes. And I will use 100 millisecond. Okay, now we will configure the target option. We are using here 16 megahertz, so it is 16, and debugger we are using ST-Link. Go to settings and reset and run. Go to again output, target, change version 5 compiler. Okay, so I will just once build the program. You can see here 0 errors and 0 warnings. Upload this program. Okay, program has been uploaded. Now we have to download Teraterm software. So go to browser. I will search here Teraterm. Go to download, and here I will download this one. Okay, I will open this. Run anyway. Next. Okay, now go to start and open Teraterm software. So go to serials, and here it is third number COM port. You can see COM port 3 ST microcontroller ST-Link virtual COM port. Okay, data is not coming, so we have to debug this program once. Here I am doing mistake. Okay, we have to call this function in main function. Okay, now I will build the program. And load, and we will open again Teraterm software, serial, and okay. Wow, you can see it is printing hello. So I want to some gap here. Okay, again build the program and load. Wow, I will close this. So keep in mind, you no need to use externally TTL to USB converter, because I am using here Nucleo board. It has inbuilt TTL to USB converter. Okay, Now I will use Arduino serial monitor, and here I will type \n for new line. Okay, and I can build the program and load. I will select here port 3. Wow. So friends, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any doubt, so let me know in comment box. Please do like, subscribe and share. Thanks for watching.